Good evening, listener. It has been a while. Both the satellite and the transponder I used to record these broadcasts broke, and let me tell you now, it was quite difficult re-establishing connection when the governor's secret police raided the black market beneath my window where I would ordinarily purchase replacement parts, and it was a great deal more difficult to fix them in the first place. I confess I was gravely reliant on the support of Roberta from Bobby's to assist me, even though I have been embarrassingly distant to her of late. I really ought to speak to her again soon. These broadcasts can be incredibly difficult when I do them alone, and impossible when I don't have the tools to record them. Alas, when I have more news to share with you, listener, I struggle more to send these messages. It's a sad irony, I suppose, that when you need these broadcasts most, and when I need these broadcasts most, I can't make them. I don't know what it is, but it seems to be that the more you have to share, the more paralysing it becomes to share it. Listener, I feel something like a human alien time bomb. I fear I may explode if I do not share what's been occurring on Epsilon of late. I have missed it so much. Firstly, however, I wanted to share a strange thing that happened several days ago, and which I have not been able to take my mind off since. I was in a reverie, as has become all too common since my transponder broke. I tend to get entangled in my thoughts as opposed to letting them out. There is no telling quite how long I was sat at my desk daydreaming. However, something captivated me. Something a good distance away, but I couldn't give you any specifics as to exactly how far it was. To my knowledge, it was the glow of a distant, otherwise perfectly regular building. I'm not sure quite what caught my eye about it, listener. It was a building I can't say I've ever noticed before, yet it captivated me in a way not many things ever have. It wrenched me from my daydreams like a satellite wrenched from its orbit. I was transfixed. Despite my physical distance, it was right there, almost tangible, vivid, and captivating. The yellow glow emanating from the windows of the building began to pulsate in my mind, like the pyrite, charming eyes of a space serpent drawing me towards it. Rapt, I stood up from my desk to move towards my window and get a better look, yet, almost without realising, I found myself stood at the foot of the building. I must emphasise once again there was nothing inherently unique about it other than the extent to which it had captivated me. And what's more, I had never been to this specific region of District 3. It was made in the same standard prefabricated style as every other building in this bleak ecumenopolis. Its concrete tinged slightly purple by the presence of iridium on Epsilon's surface, and its lower walls plastered with e-posters from the shadowy councilwoman announcing the latest contradictory edicts affecting our planet's beleaguered population. Yet, as I gazed upwards, I noticed the billboard, usually laden with government propaganda, and It had an unusually positive advertisement. Strewn across in neon red writing were the words Stellar Corp, a journey to the edge of a knowable universe that you can't forget. I hasten to add, listener, the letters for you were not only italicized but substantially bigger than the surrounding font. Something was off about the poster, and I haven't been able to figure out quite what it was. Was it the absence of people? Was it the fact that the only background to the letters were a stereotypical depiction of Earth, complete with gentle rolling hills and a blue sky dotted with fluffy clouds? Or was it, perhaps more simply, the lack of context or additional information? Regardless, I returned several days later and the advertisement was gone. Perhaps it was unusually ominous, listener, but I think sitting at the edge of a universe sounds quite pleasant. Do you? It seems sometimes this may be a final frontier untouched by malignant human and alien inventions, and perhaps this may be the message its mysterious creators were trying to convey. We make up almost infinitesimally small points of being, assembled into temporary structures in the enveloping cosmos, and out of the infinitely greater probability that we could have been nothing, we are something. I think there's something quite special about that, listener. Good night. Proud evening star, in thy glory afar, and dearer thy beam shall be. For joy to my heart is the proud part thou bearest in heaven at night, and more I admire thy distant fire than that colder, lowly light.